Hi everyone, and this is a bit of a weird angle, but I wanted to talk to you today about my weight loss. A little over a year and a half ago, somewhere under 2 years, I was 310 pounds. I'm now around 130-ish, and I wanted to talk about that today because I was talking with my peer support specialist about my weight loss, and she was talking about that others might be encouraged about how I lost that weight, and so I wanted to maybe share a little bit of that today. So, notice there's a picture of Jesus in the background. And I think you can realize, obviously, that my main factor here as to why I lost that weight is, in fact, Jesus Christ. And I will tell you my story about how that occurred and why. So, I have a T4 compression fracture. That's up here. Means I can't lift things, and it makes breathing really hard. And I had x-rays, and I had my doctors telling me, oh man, that your weight's a problem. And I had to have other surgeries and things I still have to, for my legs and replacement of my knees and things like that. But I have lupus, and I have some other rare diseases and stuff, and I did not know how much my weight was affecting my diseases, despite everything with my meds. For me, I had this journey of needing to realize by experience why it mattered for me to lose that weight. So what happened was that during this process, I also have had, and was born with several back issues. And now I have a lumbar and spinal fusion in my back, and I had surgery. And during this process, I had hated losing weight because for most of my life, I think I was around 230, 250, and I got to 275, and I was like, yeah, no, I did not want to participate in that at all. And I was really upset by that. But because I walk with a cane and I've got these problems in my right leg, longer than my left, and I didn't know that. I've been going to physical therapy for 4 years. So I've been studying these things for quite some time. And so I know, because I've gone through it, right? And so I was done. Like, when I had my spinal surgery, because I had lower back, because I was paralyzed and I couldn't walk. And even though I had my cane and everything, I still have these upper back issues where if I sit for too long, or if I sit in a circumcision, or cross my leg the wrong way, the upper half of me, whether it's from T4, lupus, whatever thing of reasons, then the upper half of me goes in my hands. The quadriceps. Okay? They need to learn to choose the right, okay? Because they just do what they want because I have brain nuts. And compression gloves really help, but why? So, what happened is that because I already had this desire to lose weight, when I got out of the hospital, something very interesting happened. I was already having a hard time walking. I'd taken a bunch of different drugs trying to figure out things with lupus. But before I tell you that point, I want to tell you something else. Now, I don't know if you've ever had anything from the Amish, but it's very good to eat whole fruits, vegetables, and whole wheat. Whole wheat is a complex garden. If you have diabetes like I did, or if you have problems with sugar like I do, and that's your friend. Okay? It's your friend because that's what allows your body to release the sugar over a longer period of time. So it gives you more energy, and that leads to less fatigue for you overall. That's like your cure for diabetes, is learning how to eat correctly, enjoy what you're eating, enjoy what you were doing, and it will help you so much because, and you'll see why. Now, it was the most bizarre thing in the universe for me because I ordered these things from an Amish place and had delivered to me. And it was like an apple, there's some apples, I had some cheeses, and I had like a donut. It was a strawberry Danish, and I love Danishes. Wonderful, gracious. Now, when I ate some of the apple, I was like, oh man, I have a small stomach. I always had trouble like eating things, and I should have paid more attention to that. Because when you have emotional eating, what you really need is to tend to the emotion, attend to the problem. Don't reach for the snack. Reach for love. Pray. Do things that are going to help you. I know we have all these drugs for losing weight, but you don't actually need those to lose weight. You don't. I promise you that you don't need them. If you want to take them, that's between you and the Lord and your doctor, whatever you need to do in your life. Don't feel ashamed, okay? But you don't have to. Promise you that you don't got to, okay? Because the Lord is very simple, alright? So I'm sitting there, I'm eating this apple, and then I had a bite of this cheese. Now, cheese is a very dense thing to eat. And it was delicious. And cheeses can be very high in calorie. Okay. So I take this and I'm eating this cheese and I'm like, man, I think there might have been some bread in there too. Cheese and bread. The simple poor man's food, known for thousands of centuries. Thousands of years is what I was trying to say, but whatever, centuries works too. So I ate it and I thought, man, I'm really full really fast. And I thought, why? Was that kind of click in my brain going, something's here, like hello, what's going on, right? So I ate it and I thought, it's really filling, and I've only taken a few bites, and it was really, really good. And I just sat there and I still like that. Maybe I should pay attention to that. And then later on, I tasted these strawberry danishes. Now, I know it was filled with butter. Okay, that's a lot of fat, and that's like, okay, and even had cornstarch in it. I mean, even. And I ate it. It had fresh strawberries on it. Right, boy, it was delicious. But it tasted healthy. And that, there's something wrong with that. Okay? You don't eat a donut and have it taste healthy. And I know I have my glasses off right now, but I gotta tell you, you don't eat donuts and they taste healthy, at least in the way that most people think. I have learned the difference, by the way, on this by now. I will share that wisdom with you.